name is Sarah and I have an experiment for you. Look! We need paint, bicarbonate of soda, this is vinegar and I've already poured some of that into my jam jar, and then we're also going to need some washing up liquid and a spoon. So to do this experiment, as I say, I've put some vinegar in my jam jar already and that smells a bit like a chip shop to me. So I've got my vinegar in my jam jar, and because I like my experiments to be colourful whenever I can, I'm going to add a bit of paint in. Good squirt of paint. And I've got to mix that in. So now I've got a bit of a green potion in my jar here. And it still smells like vinegar, but it looks green, and I can't hear anything coming from there yet. But that will all change if I add in some of this. This is bicarbonate of soda, and when I add it to the vinegar we get a reaction. Watch. I thought that was going to overflow. So you can see we've got a fizzing mixture. There it goes. A fizzing mixture as the two chemicals react, and they're making bubbles of gas which are pushing up and out of the jar. So that's a pretty good experiment. But if you really want to make a potion, I think it needs to be a bit more impressive. So we can change our experiment by just changing one thing. Are you ready? I'm going to leave that on there actually. This time I've got a fresh jar of vinegar and the paint has already been added to it. The one thing I'm going to change is to add in a good squirt of washing up liquid, and I need to mix it again. So our experiment is a little bit different at the start. This time it doesn't smell quite as bad because it now smells like washing up liquid. And it looks about the same colour because I used green paint and green washing up liquid. So that hasn't changed. But what happens if I add in some bicarbonate of soda? I'm not going to do it though, because it's really exciting what happens when you do the experiment. So I think you need to do the experiment. And when you do, please film it because it really is great fun. And then share it on social media using the hashtag #SensoryScience. Thank you. Goodbye.